Hello, my name is Hidekuni Hide, and welcome back to my channel. I finally managed to set up OBS right, which now allows me to actually put my videos and recordings of my screen into Premiere because that's the editing program I use. And I had some issues with Premiere because it wouldn't read my files properly, so I had to convert them and lose some quality, which was a bit frustrating. But I now set up OBS the right way and it works. So I thought it would be interesting to just draw something and have a chill talk. And that's why I thought it would be interesting to draw and actually show you my painting drawing process digitally instead of just putting up a time lapse that just runs down and shows you what I'm doing, but not really because you can't see what brushes I use or what I did. I think it's less interesting for a YouTube format unless there is something else you can look at. And yeah, so while I will talk about my goals for 2024, I will be drawing Vincent and Rody from Dead Plate, which is a horror indie game, and it is so cool. I personally have never played the game, but I watched a let's play from Manny Badass Hero, and the way he played was just so entertaining to watch, and he really was into that. And also the story of the game, I just love it. It is again an indie horror game. It's not that long, and I personally love the art style and the characters and the story on its own. And overall, I just think it is a great little cute game. And if you have time and need a short little game for in between, check it out. It's on itch.io. I don't know if it costs anything, but it's wonderful. Also, I am already recording this video, although it only comes out in February. So if there might be changes to some things, I will just put them in via text and let you know. Unless it's a very big change, then I have to re-record it, but I will see that later. That's why I also think it is not too late to talk about art goals for the year in February, or in general just have a change with your goals and adjusting them with time. My first goal for this year is to go to conventions. In fact, I would like to go to 12 conventions or even more. In 2023, I actually went to 12 conventions and it was so much fun. At times, very stressful because I had 4 weeks in a row where I had a convention each weekend, and it was quite a lot, very stressful, a lot of driving, planning, packing the car, but I enjoyed it so much. It were 4 wonderful weeks of meeting many people, going to new locations, and just interacting with visitors and selling art and just overall having a nice vibe. And it's the good kind of stress why I am looking forward to go to more conventions and keep up this amount of conventions or even grow with it. Last year I went to ProdNerdCon, the spring edition of Facts, as well LuxCon, then Comic Con Dortmund, NonkyCon, Samtziegen, Dream On, Konichi, CastCon, the fall edition of Facts, as well Weihnachtsmarkt and ProdNerdCon again, but the Christmas edition. Some of these events were very short and only 1 day long, and precious and adorable, still lucrative. Others were very big, like Facts, as well Konichi with 3 days. I also think that my top 3 conventions of last year were LuxCon, Konichi and Weihnachtsmarkt. So if anybody would be interested in seeing my overview of those 12 conventions and how I would rank them, please let me know. I can always do so. For 2024, I got accepted for 6 events so far, which are Anime for Cal and Gamers Resort in February. On the same weekend, why I have to split my booth. My partner will go to the one event with my stuff, and I will be at the other event, which I hope works out well. I never did that, and I hope that I have enough stock, enough things to set up 2 tables, and that everything goes well with getting there, setting up everything, and selling for those 2 days. Anime Focal and Gamers Resort are also both in Luxembourg, one's in Luxembourg City and the other one will be in Young Leinster. The convention afterwards will be in March and it will be Red Nerd Convention, which will be the first edition of that convention. It is also local. Red Nerd Con will be in Germany. And then in April there will be LuxCon, which is our cute local convention I'm so looking forward to and I'm so excited for it already. And there will also be a change of location, why I'm very curious of how this will be like, and I'm very excited to see where they will put us artists and the Artist Alley. Another convention I will go to in April will be NaokiCon. It's a cute little convention in Germany as well. It's the first time it is happening and it's also a bit farther away, so I have to drive there for 2 or 3 hours. So I hope they get a lot of attention, so many people will come and that it will be a great success. And then in May I will go to NonkyCon for the third time and I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite cons as well. I enjoy going there. The staff is so friendly and so communicative. The only thing so far, they had not a lot of space behind the booths last year. It was a bit crowded, so I hope that this year they might give the artists some more space. That would be wonderful, but for the rest, I'm so excited to go there. And besides those 6 conventions, I still have 4 conventions pending. I wrote them, I applied there, and I am waiting now for a reply to see if they take us or not. One of those 4 conventions is Dokumi, and so far I went to Dokumi 3 times. And it's also a convention I love visiting. I love being there as an artist, and I miss going there because I wasn't there last year. And I hope that we got in, because it was so stressful to apply and fill out everything and get through their server because it was just full of people wanting to apply at that moment. But that's so far it for the conventions. Another goal for this year is to open my store, finally. At this point, it is the 20th of January today, and at this point I am ready to launch my shop for Germany, because I still have to look some things up due to postage and with my stock, but I am ready to launch for Germany. So I hope that throughout this year I can open it and that I at some point also have it open for more than Germany, maybe at the start Europe and eventually the whole world, because that's what I did back then on Etsy. I had my shop open for any country, I think, and I had a bunch of people ordering from America. It was truly stressful during December and the winter months because things didn't arrive and there was also COVID and it was just a mess. Why I got some bad reviews because things didn't arrive in time and Etsy's policies are not very seller friendly and people were very harsh. But besides of that, I had many people from America and I'm looking forward to have my shop open again and then have again many customers and people that enjoy my art and want to have it at home. So far, setting up my store was also a lot of work. I took all the pictures, I uploaded everything, I put already in the postage for Germany, and I also rate now everything, so everything works smoothly. The program can calculate the weight, tell me what kind of shipping it requires. I am so excited to launch. Maybe by the time this video comes up, it might be open already, or it might open any moment, or it might take some more time. I will update it probably on the bottom with some text letting you know. And if it should be open, I will have a link down in my description. So if you're interested to check it out, please go there, look through my little store, and maybe you find something you like. My third goal for this year is to regularly upload on my Patreon. Since some time I have Patreon, but I didn't really use it. I had like one tier online where people could support me for €2, just like in case they wanted to support me. but I didn't really use Patreon. Back then when I opened it, I uploaded a bit, but not too much because I lost interest and was sad no one would come there. But then again, I didn't promote it properly, and I'm very shy about promoting things overall because I don't want to bother people and spam people, which is a thing I have to work on, because it's not me spamming, it's me letting people know that I have those kind of things, because only because I post something, people not necessarily all see it, and I have to regularly remind and show people that I have these kind of things. Well, I think it's great to make YouTube videos because I can just repeat things, which I tend to do, and talk about things, and it's easier thing for me to talk about them than to just actually actively post them. So I hope that makes sense in some way, but I want to use my Patreon more, which is now having still the €2 tier where you can support me, but I also have now a €4 tier, which is me showing you my adult content, because I enjoy to draw such things. I used to draw a lot of them. Recently I didn't manage to focus on it, and I would like to go back to that. I also have currently a bigger project I want to execute and work on, and I will mostly only upload it there for now. It might change in the future, but everything that is 18 plus kind of stuff will only remain there for now on. One of the reasons is that I don't want to use Twitter anymore. I was on Twitter before. There is still my old art on there, everything I have uploaded, and some of it is as well adult content, but I just don't like the page anymore, and I will now exclusively upload my 18 plus content on Patreon. One of the reasons I also want to go back to it and draw more of this content is because it brought me always a lot of joy doing so, and having like OC kind of stuff or fan art like this, and I just want to go back to it and draw things I enjoy drawing. I will also talk more about that one project soon in a later goal. My fourth goal is to create videos. In fact, I want to create 26 videos this year. If I would upload more videos, that would be fine, but I want to have a minimum of 26 videos because I want to upload every second week. This is a rhythm I managed so far because last year when I started, it was in the middle of the year, and I uploaded last year 13 videos, which is half of the amount of a full year. So for 1 year I should manage 26 videos. Creating videos also makes me very happy. It gives me a routine and a purpose, and it gives me another platform and way to show my art and share it, because some people enjoy to rather see the process and have a longer video online than just scroll through Instagram and then see something for a few seconds and move on. It is not as remarkable, I think, and I am very glad that I started YouTube, and I want to continue my YouTube, and I have some people following me and watching my content, and it gives me so much joy. And I recently got one of the sweetest comments, and it just made my day, and showed me that creating videos not only has a purpose for me, but it also brings joy to other people and inspire them, and I think that's just wonderful and is exactly what I want to achieve with my videos. And it has such a big impact, and it's so meaningful to me, why I'm so happy that I succeeded with that already. And that's why I want to continue, and I will hopefully create 26 videos this year. My fifth goal, and so far last goal, is that I want to create 2 bigger zines or booklets kind of things. Last year I created one zine about borderline, and I enjoy looking at this zine and having it in my hands and just having something I created from scratch, and I'm so proud about this. And I want to have more books because I want to create a cute little library with my own things, either it being zines or art books or anything else. My borderline zine, which is called On Edge, was a bigger project. It has 20 pages or so. It is completely illustrated, has a lot of text, and is also very personal, but I put so much love into that project that I want to create something else, something new. And I would like to have 2 more projects like that this year, which is quite some work. And there's so many things I want to create, but I would really love to have 2 new zines or booklets or comics or what it will be at the end. But yeah, my goal for the next months and years overall is to create a cute little library for my conventions and my online store. Talking now about that one project, I have a project going on that is called Soul Match, and it will be a first person kind of dating game book, if that makes in some way sense. But I want it to be like the reader being able to take decisions, and due to these decisions, the reader will be led to certain pages and have different outcomes and even endings. Like, it's literally a dating game as a book comic zine thing, and that's my plan on it. And it's also planned to be 18 plus, why I am currently uploading things towards that project on my Patreon. So if you're curious about it, please consider checking out my Patreon. I'm just overall very inspired to work on that project. It will be also quite a challenge to figure out what I want, because I have so many ideas and I have to set on a style and a color palette, and I have somewhat my direction, but it is still having its baby steps and growing, and it's still so little, but it will be also so much work and it's a bit intimidating. But I really want to work on it regularly, upload on Patreon, and even have people, if people are there, to contribute to it and give ideas if asked, or if they have any suggestions. That would be so great. And I just overall want to create a cozy atmosphere over on Patreon and have like a little community at some point. Overall, with Patreon, I have to look into what I can use it for and how I can build it up, because I have no idea with Patreon. Like, I'm not subscribed to anyone on Patreon, and I'm just very inexperienced with Patreon still. And I would like to also grow and create something suitable for me, but also for the people who want to support me and are interested in my content over there. These are so far my 5 bigger goals I would like to achieve this year and want to focus on. These are all goals that are important for me as an artist, and I want to grow with and implement, so I can successfully have a stable base, a foundation, and that I can from there on grow and have people join my journey and see where it leads me. It's all things that are also very dear to me, very important to me, and I really want to focus on. Of course, throughout the year, these goals might change or get adjusted or might completely disappear, but it shall be a guideline for myself to see what I would like to achieve currently and to hold on and not lose an overview. That's why it was also important for me to create this video and have like this talk, because yeah, I can write things down and such, but now also talking about them and sharing them gives it a different meaning, and I really want to hold on to them and continue to work on these goals. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me drawing in the background. Maybe you're interested in checking out the game or any of my socials or Patreon. And if you don't want to miss out on my art or any of my videos, please consider to subscribe. Like that you will see whenever I upload something, and can overall follow me on my art journey. That would mean a lot to me. And for the rest, if you have any questions or feedback, please let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I wish you a good day or night wherever you are. Bye!